Florida Blazers and the Lakeland Royals going head-to-head here at West Oaks Academy. Jesse O alongside Alvin Delvey. Alvin, the top two teams coming in, the Central Florida Blazers. They got a very, very insane finish win yesterday against the Winter Park Storm, who were the 4th seed coming in. And then the Lakeland Royals, obviously they were the number 1 seed throughout this whole year, and then ended up dropping to the number 2 seed in their last game of the season. But they went by the Palm Beach Titans, and it was a complete blowout in that one. So who you got in this one? I'm very curious. Who do you think is going to take the cake?
Well, this game is just going to be a shootout. I feel like both teams are really star-studded, especially in that guard position. I believe there's going to be a few guys to look for on either side. For the Lakeland Royals, I believe it's got to be Cyrus Barnes. He dropped a 30 ball in their last game. Ivan Smith got 16 as well. He does a good job for them. And for the Blazers, Cedric Jackson, if you all remember versus Flight, he hit the game winner. He dropped a 36 ball, and then you also get a 32 ball by Jones, and then you get another 26 ball by Terrell Christian. So we got 3 people above 20s for the Blazers and a few people for the Royals that can get buckets as well. And Terrell Christian, as we all know, can light it up from beyond the arc, spacing that floor, giving guys lanes to cut through, letting guys like Cedric Jackson get active and get to his spot offensively as he totes the ball down the court. I'm excited to see who's going to get active early.
So the guy you were just talking about, Terrell Christian, he's going to get on the board first for his 2 in the game. So starting off for the Central Florida Blazers, surprise start for Dylan Victor. They're going to decide to go big. They're going to try to guard Tony Hershkovitz. But then alongside him, it's the usual starters, Marcus Pavin, Terrell Christian, Cedric Jackson, and Z Jones. No surprise there getting the start, and a travel down low for Victor. So Victor again getting the surprise start in this one. We're going to see what he can do to contain this Lakeland Royals squad. For the Lakeland Royals, on the other hand, obviously, you said Cyrus Barnes. He's got to get the start. Ivan Smith is like their dominant ball handler alongside who has the ball now. That's Tyler Williams. Tony Hershkovitz is going to be down low. And then Trey Natade added in some good points yesterday, put up 13, and was essential for their blowout over the Palm Beach Titans. So Natade gives it back to Barnes. Barnes not a traditional three-point shooter, but he hits a long 2.
And right there, that's why the Royals are so lethal. They have so many skill players who could get their own shot. Ivan Smith doing a good job of being poised with the basketball and getting another shooter as you get another bucket by the Blazers in that interior. That's something that the Royals are going to have to work on, not allowing their guys to get comfortable in the paint.
Smith, air ball on his first shot in the game. Ball's going back the other way. So you have guys where like they're very different kind of styles of offense here, because the Lakeland Royals have a bunch of guys that are going to go play in the World Basketball Challenge in London very soon.
Easily.
3 of their 5 starters right now are going to go play there. There's actually a 4th one that's not in right now. That's Paul Mitchell. He's good, as well as Gio Acevedo. We saw him a couple games ago, and he is just such a crafty guard. Another long 2 by Pabin. Pabin was actually the interesting story of the game yesterday. He's not really like the most touted guy on this offense, but he plays every minute of the game. He's like he's like a Draymond Green if Draymond could shoot.
So early Draymond.
Yeah, exactly. Before he starts giving the ball to Stephen Clay at the end of the game.
Before he became a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but that's how you get championships, so, you know, I'll take it. And maybe they will too. There's Christian for his first 3 of the game, starting off where he left off yesterday. Or excuse me, that's Jackson, my bad.
And Jackson right there getting in his bag, getting out a nice 3-ball to fall, and we get back and forth. Cyrus Barnes gets to his spot and knocks down the jump shot. That's the problem with these 2 teams. Both guys can get to their spot and they can knock down shots. We've seen both of these guys score at a high volume, and they can get it in the clutch. So I'm excited to see what this game will look like as we go down the stretch.
Jones underneath to Pabin. A spin around inside. That's off the front side of the iron for Victor, and then the finish up on his second chance. So now Victor with 4 points.
Right now the Blazers going on a nice 5-point swing. They're hotter than this gym right now.
And it is hot. That is saying a lot.
It's LeBron James cramping in the finals hot.
Absolutely. So here's Jones up top.
This is a good
He's
matchup.
guarded by Smith down low underneath. The give off to Pabin. Good ball movement there One thing you really like, Alvin, is like the drive and kick game, but then the drive and just passing game has been so on point for this team as well.
Oh, it's incredible. And right there, great pressure by Jackson.
Jackson in on Smith. No. Second chance by Christian. Off the mark.
Incredible job by Smith and Barnes to get back and not allow him to convert after that turnover.
Natade, Williams inside. Natade, fade away over Pabin as a switch through the net.
Love the two-man game between Williams and Natade. Williams can light it up from beyond the arc right there, choosing to pass to his main man to get the finish. That's a great job.
A 13-6 game, 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first. And there's a turnover. Natade has numbers. Williams back to Natade, who will cruise down the lane for 2.
Very unselfish play by Williams, feeding his big man 2 times in a row. Natade does a great job on the block, getting rebounds and getting those hustle plays, reminiscent of Udonis Haslam way back when he was a star in his role for the Heat. Williams eventually going to get his looks.
So Jackson went a little bit hard off of that one. And we're going back the other way on a double dribble.
And last game that, or actually 2 weeks ago in the regular season, the final regular season game, the Royals did a great job of just running out. And right there you see Williams do a good job of running out, just unable to get control of the possession, so they actually outlet it. But if the Blazers aren't going to get back on that transition defense, expect the Royals to have a big turnout in that department. Oh
Z.
my.
Jones, offensive foul, but it looked like he might have caught Williams.
Oh, I think he dropped him. I think he dropped the man.
Yeah, I think so. Wow.
Jones has the ball on the string. Williams has to get him back. I am at a loss of words.
And he just might. So here's Hershkovitz in on Victor. Hershkovitz almost lost that one. Turns around and a huge block. I mean, that happens when you have a 6'9" frame, 210 pounds. Dylan Victor is a tough task to get behind. And another turnover for the Central Florida Blazers in a 13-8 game. Pass left side, Williams, a pump fake inside, cross court, Barnes wide open again, puts it in from distance.
That is great basketball right there. Good job moving the basketball around, making it touch the paint, and then finding an open shooter in Cyrus Barnes. Like you mentioned, he's not necessarily known for his three-point shooting, but he can knock it down from beyond the arc. We've seen that multiple times throughout this first quarter.
So Cyrus Barnes already with 8 points. Timeout Blazers on the floor. They're in the lead by 2. 13-11 game, under 7 minutes to play in the first.
In a world where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox, it's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
Back here on the floor, it's a 2-point game. Under 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Inside, here's Christian trying to create some room off the front side of the iron. And here comes Ivan Smith running the point. Now he'll go down the lane and try to take it coast to coast, but gets bailed out by Smith Jr. Second chance. Cyrus Barnes has been hitting it from beyond the arc. That's his third 3 of the game.
It's practice shots for Cyrus Barnes. At a certain point, you got to take care of the basketball as Ivan Smith gets another steal.
No, you give it to him again? That was a heat check.
Oh, yes, he'll shoot that every time. He's wide open once again. They're not doing a good job of closing out on him. Cyrus Barnes, he's going to keep shooting that. 3 for 4 thus far.
Pabin getting around Natade with the reverse. That's their Iron Man, Alvin. He's got 6.
And he did a good job putting it on the ground, forcing them to respect his dribble, respect his offense. That's going to open things up for his other teammates.
Williams from the right elbow, a great cut by Ivan Smith for 2.
Ivan Smith doing a phenomenal job cutting, but man, we got to give our hats off to Tyler Williams. He's put on his facilitator hat today, and he's got 3 assists from 3 different guys. Great job with his eyes open.
Inside, that's a foul.
From my angle, that looked pretty clean. He got on top of that. It looked like he was able to get the ball first, and then after that, there was some contact. It also is the finals. You want to see stuff like that go, but love the way Tyler Williams has approached this game. Love the way that Cyrus Barnes has executed in this game. He's been putting the team on his back offensively, scoring the lion's share of the points in their prior game, now looking to do the same.
So the first one for Victor is good. Victor did not see time yesterday. They were missing his presence out on the floor. And he's missed both of them.
This is a good matchup between those two.
We're tied at 16. Cyrus Barnes going to work inside on Pabin. Reverse, foul.
He gets wherever he wants to get on the court. You see the hezzy dribble, you see the misdirection, but he's explosive. Sneaky, athletic Cyrus Barnes earns himself a trip to the line.
(16-16) game, 5.5 minutes to go. In the first, Cyrus Barnes with a chance to put his team on top. He's already got 11 points, Alvin.
Oh, he's cooking. He has an attack mindset. He's getting downhill, but more importantly, he's knocking down his shots. And the Blazers have failed to realize that he can shoot. He can let it fly. He's 3 for 4 from beyond the arc early on. For the Blazers' sake, they hope he could cool off.
You know what the funny thing is in the game yesterday in the semifinals, as he's got 12 points now, he actually took 1-3 the entire game.
That's how it goes.
He kind of like deked them a little bit, I feel like.
Easily. And
you take 1-3 and then now you've already taken 4 in the first quarter.
You know, back in the, like, when you're playing 21, you're playing for, and someone says, oh, let's play for money, and you act like you suck, and then as soon as the money's on the table, you start lining up. People do it in pool, ping pong, you name it. Huge block by Terrell Kristen, 6'4", 190, able to elevate off the ground.
Z Jones to the outside, Christian, back to Jones. His foot's on the line there, swings it back to Pabin. Pabin lost it, but he was able to recover. Smith came in like a freight train and puts it in on the other side. And now Ivan Smith with 4 points.
Ivan Smith getting a nice little workout in. I'm not saying he's J. Cole's doppelganger, but if he said you're related to him, I wouldn't be surprised. Great job blitzing.
Williams fouled.
And that's a good job by Williams. I'm happy that he's earning a trip to the free throw line, get some points on the board, and get activated. He's done a good job facilitating early on. Right there, executing transition.
A 19-6 game. 4:32 to go in the first here. Williams, first one is off the mark. The Achilles here for actually every playoff team so far has been their free throw shooting.
I feel like that's been the FBA Achilles here.
Yeah, it really has been.
We get to the free throw line and just start chucking up Ben Simmons all over the place. It's craziness. And Tyler Williams is a three-point shooter. He can shoot. It is not like he struggles shooting the basketball at all.
Williams misses both of them, but here's Gio, a quick move inside. Now back out Smith Jr. for 3. And we're going back the other way.
Got good pace in this possession.
Jackson inside, almost banked it in, but another foul.
A one-man bucket.
So both teams playing a little handsy so far early on here. How about Gio Acevito's shoes, Alvin?
Oh, I love them. You got the low version with Gio. You got the high tops with Tyler. You got all kinds of Kyries littered throughout. Shoe game's looking smooth. Shoe game's looking smooth.
Just like yours, if we could.
Oh yeah. You know we had to come out with.
Yep.
We had to come out with the fire, even though we're not on camera. Calvin for no reason.
Yeah.
You got dripped out for no reason. It's okay.
Yep.
Just know that we came dripped out. Jones got the heat. Whoa. You got the teal with the Miami Dolphin colored Kyries.
Cedric Jackson with 5 points, and also the teal shoes.
Oh,
a turnaround by Williams, banks it in.
He's too small. Tyler Williams getting his bucket in emphatic fashion.
It's Williams' first basket of the game. CJ inside, off the backside of the rim.
You see how quickly they're out? Everyone's filling their lanes.
Acevedo in the left corner, now down to the block, outside. Cyrus Barnes saw a lane, took it, throws it off the backboard, just a little bit strong. Now Jackson on the other side, spinning in, and an offensive foul.
That's a great job by the Royals. First, initially getting into their lanes, running lanes correctly on the offensive possession. A little slow on the ball movement by Gio to get it to Tyler. But then to get back and get there before he could finish his move, that's an incredible job. That's championship basketball. Quick question. How much do you think Clark benches? Or not Clark, excuse me, Irvin Wright.
Too much for me. Too much for me.
That boy came in fresh off the flat bench.
Clark long 2. That one's off the mark.
Whose ankles will Jones snatch on this one?
Jones with a move to the left elbow. Now the big man inside, fouled and made this shot. Victor going to the line and shooting 1 for a chance at a 3-point play.
Table, score the basket. Move forward.
So Dylan Victor, 6'9", 210 pounds. That's their kicker.
Oh, he's been very active early on. He kicked something. He's wiggling around trying to
Yeah.
get his wits about him. Everyone's been there. Every man's been there. But you just got to love how aggressive he's been early on, how active he's been around the rim, and also how efficient he's been. Obviously not from the free throw line, but we mentioned that earlier. He's still in a bit of pain.
That's tough. So a 21-20 game. The Lakeland Royals are up by 1. Under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Gio Acevedo is up top. Now he gives it inside. Clark, the spin around just off the right side. Williams is going to save it. Acevedo back up top, the 3-and-D kind of guy. Misses that one as well. So Christian the rebound, and here comes the Blazers.
Oh, we getting a pass? Oh, never mind. I got excited.
Z Jones saved your life, Alvin. Missed that one.
He did. That he did.
He's still looking for a few shots to fall so far in this game. And he walked from China.
Walk the Great Wall. It really looked like he was running through the A-gap there. Low shoulders.
Yep.
Pad level was low. Hey, that's a good run. First down.
First down, Royals. You excited to call football in a few weeks?
Oh, I'm hype. I can't wait. I love it. I just smell the football in the air.
CJ, good for 2.
He gets to wherever he wants on the court, can elevate with the best of them. Loves that mid-range.
Oh, a nice move inside by Ivan Smith.
The skill on this court is just incredible. Difficult shots on both ends, but no one gets the ball. He gets wherever he wants and smokes it. You hate to see it.
Kemar Harry at the rebound. He saw a few minutes yesterday. Had a good plus-minus. Inside, Gio Acevedo, a turnover. Ahead of the pack is Jackson. Other side, Ho!
What the finish.
Puts it through. So Turon Ho had 7 points yesterday, but Alvin, he made a half-court shot going into halftime. Swished it in.
That'll get the blood
It was
flowing.
crazy. Clark. Tough to see.
None of his teammates like that one. He's going to have to make that one up on the defensive side of the basketball, for sure. He's going to be sitting next to coach. That's a tough one. It's always tough when you have a turnover like that, an unforced turnover, and then you sit, because now you just get to dwell on that. You get to sit and let that fester. So hopefully when he gets back in, he'll be able to make up for it.
So the Blazers, the thing that's been plaguing them is their turnovers so far. Oh, that will not count, but Ivan Smith knows how to be flashy.
Kissed it off the top. That looks like it could be back to question continuation, but a great basket nonetheless. Good face up here.
Harriet inside. The putback, no good, and Cyrus Barnes will follow it up.
And right there, we see the clear issue there, seemingly a goaltend on that previous bucket, and that caused the passion to boil over from Alfonso Smith, who just received his first warning.
Christian swings it out wide left. Ho back outside. E right. Now Ho, the floater. No, Smith Jr. the rebound. So he'll move the ball before head coach David Thornton telling his team to go. 22 seconds left in the first quarter. 25-24, Royals up by 1. Kemar Harriet down low in the traffic. Bricked it right off the front side of the iron. Jones, 9 seconds left to go. He'll slow it down, realizes what they have here. Maybe they go into the second quarter with some momentum. Jones pulls back, a block by Smith. 1 second left to go. And Smith Jr. let it off in time, but a good defensive possession there as time expired by the Blazers. Here after 1, it's a 25-24 game. You're watching the FBA Championship on YouTube and Facebook Live, presented by JC Media.
Fries and shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
Back here for the second quarter of action. A 25-24 game. The Royals on top by 1, a lot closer of a game than the Royals had yesterday against the Palm Beach Titans, and mainly because they don't have their main man, Paul Mitchell, one of their starters, who was in, and Tony Hershkovitz actually did not get the start today because he got in serious foul trouble yesterday. He was fouling left and right, Alvin, and ended up fouling out. So that could be a factor in that as well. So Coach David Thornton of the Lakeland Royals went with a little bit of a different lineup today. Let's see if it pays off, because Smith Jr. is playing a lot more than we saw him yesterday. Harriet on the backside, and we're going back the other way.
And that's a really good move by Smith Jr. Just unfortunate he couldn't get the finish. He has to stay aggressive in that situation. You get somebody on the block right there, you have to work him. You have to get that shot up and get that shot attempt. Next time you got to finish through that contact.
Ho to the right side, flipping it up and not in. Barnes now breaks away towards the far side. Cross court, Gio Acevedo underneath. Harriet couldn't hang on to it, but Acevedo, so speedy, able to recover. Pulls back for 3. Barnes, second chance. In traffic, back to Gio. Inside, gives it back. Gio sharing the ball, but that one maybe a little bit of a mixed direction thing there. Barnes for 2.
Gio was trying to do a lot in that possession, but did a good job of not necessarily turning the ball over, and Barnes able to finish that. Good job by the Royals nonetheless.
So Jones took 8 seconds to walk across that half-court line.
And that is tough. Gio getting a well-deserved rest. He came in, gave some solid minutes, played his role well. But Jones has to be more aware of how much time has come off the clock as he goes across that timeline.
So Ryan Tustle is not happy with the call. 27-24 game. 10:45 to go. Williams No on that one.
Once again.
Ivan Smith again. Now he's got 8.
But Jesse, he's done that time and time again. Every game he's played, he has at least one of those plays. This time he's done it twice already in the first half. Careless passes will lead to turnovers if it's around Ivan.
The switch through the net for CJ, and he's got 9.
He does such a good job of probing and get you off balance to get that nice mid-range shot to go. CJ is a tough cover.
Smith inside fouled.
Just so skilled. He's just one of those guys where he's also a tough cover. You got 2 guys on the court right now that really, 3 guys that are unguardable. Jones, CJ, Ivan Smith. Actually 4, because Cyrus Barnes is on the court.
I was going to say, you're missing Cyrus Barnes right now.
But there's 4 guys on the court, 2 for each team. You just hope that they miss, or you hope that they decide to not shoot it. Ivan Smith has really turned it on in this quarter. He's really trying to get aggressive, using his defense and letting that turn on to a role for him. And he earned himself a nice trip to the line.
29-26 game, 3-point difference between these 2 teams, and it's 10:08 to go in the second quarter here. So here's Smith, who's taking his time getting up to the line to shoot 2.
He's
Smith,
lucky he doesn't
yeah.
get that Giannis treatment.
That is true. That is real true. Just a little bit strong.
Nobody's hitting free throws.
So you know the funny thing was, both these teams actually had the same amount of wins in the regular season, but the Lakeland Royals actually had to play 1 extra game. I don't know why the Central Florida Blazers didn't have to play an extra game, but Lakeland Royals were 8-3, Florida Blazers were 8-2. That put them 1 game behind the Blazers going into the playoffs, but the Lakeland Royals objectively got the easier assignment with the Palm Beach Titans, because to get into the playoffs, the Winter Park Storm went on a 7-win streak.
That is insane. 7 wins in a row. That's tough in any league.
Jackson again, long 2.
If you look at his shot chart, it's just all concentrated in one spot. You just gotta run him off that marker. Can't allow him to get to those spots and elevate with such ease.
Well, that's what you like to say, is get to your spot. Hershkovitz, his first minutes, and he traveled.
A little too excited there. But once again, the goal is to get to your spot. But if you're a defender, you can't. You know who these guys are. You've played a few times throughout the year. You've also watched film. You've studied tape. You know certain guys like to get to certain spots. You know certain guys like to get to their a particular hand. So knowing that, you have to take away their primary and force them to utilize counters. Right now, Jackson hasn't even had to go to his counters until that possession.
Yeah, Cyrus Barnes got a hand on that one as it came out of the hands of CJ. Barnes, other side, taking it coast to coast with ease. Cyrus Barnes, Alvin, well, my math serves me, it was 18 points.
Carrying. That is what it looks like to carry. Barnes, so aggressive, so skilled, cannot be stopped.
Pavin blocked by Williams.
Another block. 2 possessions, 2 blocks.
Smith inside to Barnes. Kicked out of bounds off the foot of Victor Last.
Coach Tunstall is just beyond himself. Irate, to say the least. Doing a good job not getting a T, but, man, some of his qualms are warranted, though.
Inside, Smith Jr. backing in on CJ. And back outside, Hershkovitz banking it home on a Sunday afternoon.
Banks haven't closed yet. Great job knocking it down. Even better job just moving the basketball and finding open teammates in their spot. That's a good possession by the Royals.
Victor underneath. And off of Hershkovitz Last.
And that's going to happen right there. Got to secure the rebound first before you execute that transition offense. But the Royals do such a good job of running out in transition right there, just getting a little bit too excited. Kind of like, I know we're doing a lot of football references, but you know when you see a receiver drop a pass when it's wide open on a little slant route, a little in route, it's because they're looking up, trying to make a move before they actually secured the football. That's what happened right there on that possession. Got to secure it. Love seeing the heckling by the coaches. Absolutely firing up.
That one put through by Dylan Victor, who was 9. Williams on the far side, guarded by Christian. Williams shook Christian, puts it up and puts it through.
There he is. Tyler Williams has arrived. He hit a tough bucket early on, and then he gets a nice snatch back.
Victor, easy bucket on the other side.
Tomato. He should have tore the rim off. 2 points nonetheless.
Barnes from the outside. Now Williams on the right wing, guarded by Christian, well outside the arc. Almost lost it as he tries to turn the corner. Goes up and under, flips it up. And Ho puts it back the other way. Ho trying to go coast to coast, gives it up. Victor fouled by Barnes.
That was great burst by Ho to get that loose ball, push the break, and dump it off right in his lap, setting the plate. You just gotta love how Victor's been able to be in the right place at the right time. Good job by running the court. You could tell a good team based on how well the guards feed the plate of the bigs. Right there, you saw a nice 1-2 punch.
36-32. 7:27 to go here in the second quarter. And the Lakeland Royals are up by 4. Z Jones comes back in for Cedric Jackson. Who's always lots of fun to watch. But the thing is, they're going to put Z Jones down on the block to try to rebound against Hershkovitz.
They believe in his grown man strength.
Let's see what he's got. Victor from the line.
Oh, he made it.
So Victor now with 12.
I know I'm not supposed to be shocked. It's just,
No.
From what we've seen from the stripe.
Yeah, it's not been pretty, yeah. Not been pretty at all. Smith into Hershkovitz.
Oh.
Missed it with the left. Foul underneath.
And it just always works out like that. Whenever you have a horrible night from the stripe, you always find yourself at the stripe. Right now, Victor back again. What was that, 30 seconds real time? He finds himself right back at the free throw line. Let's see if he can get some points there. This score would look completely different.
From the stripe. Here's Victor. Swishes that one through.
Good job getting something to drop from the stripe.
Here's Ivan Smith, guarded by Huff. Underneath and a turnover. Victor brought that one away. Jones, left side. Huff, who made the half-point shot. From the outside, a pump fake. Now inside, Huff. Finding his way around the traffic. Now he's on the right wing, back up top. It's a 2-1-2 zone defense here for the Royals, and Huff found his way in the lane.
That was so saucy by Huff. He was getting into his bag. You hear the crowd saying, pass the ball, and then he gets aggressive and gets a beautiful up and under the drop. Great job by Huff. Oh, my.
That one a massive rejection by Pabin. Let's see if Jones can capitalize on the other end, and he can. Timeout, Lakeland Royals. They need to think it over. Z Jones, turn on Huff. Blazers up by 3.
Poly Wealth Management is an innovative provider of wealth management and financial planning services. For over 2 decades, our advisors have been providing clients with sound, professional, and unbiased financial advice, investment management, and wealth planning. Our philosophy has remained unchanged through the years, and that is to make what can be a complex process straightforward and easy to understand. We specialize in the creation and protection of wealth through comprehensive financial...
Absolutely, like you were saying. We're back here in a 39-36 game. 6:08 to go in the second quarter.
Love the back and forth we've been able to see thus far. They're starting to warm up.
Natade inside, flipping it up and in.
Another up and under. You see the hands swiping by. Natade does a great job of finishing through traffic. Right there is the latest and greatest addition.
Inside Pabin to Huff. Just rims out. Halfway through the second quarter. Smith with a Kobe-esque fadeaway. Rebound Victor. Jones inside to Victor. And Victor just gets that one to fall. Now the lead up to 3 for the Central Florida Blazers.
So aggressive around the rim. Victor doing a great job of finishing.
Barnes, the Euro step rejected by Victor and a foul.
That was a great European two-step by Cyrus Barnes. You see him pulling out all the stops to get his buckets.
41-38. Barnes puts the first one through with ease. If he makes the next one, he's at that 20-point threshold. If is good.
That's a good one. Nice little asterisk to keep the broadcasters cursed away. And I think that was the first pair of free throws we've seen.
Yes, first 2 makes in a row from the charity stripe of the day. 41-40, Blazers up by 1. Pavin from the right wing, guarded by Barnes. Now the bounce pass inside to Victor. One dribble over Williams. Christian the rebound over Smith, and he can't put that one in. Here comes Barnes back the other way. Smith up top right side. Williams down low. Hershkovitz for 2, and the lead back to the Royals.
So that's a great job defensively by the Royals, but you gotta love what Tyler Williams is doing offensively. His shot isn't falling thus far from beyond the arc, so he's turned all his attention to facilitating, getting his teammates involved, and right there, doing a good job of getting Hershkovitz a bucket.
Ball coming in from the outside, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Huff up top, guarded by Williams. Now he'll roll right. Switches his direction, turns the corner inside, gives it back to Victor. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Lefty puts it up. And it's off the mark, but Huff amongst the trees hauls in the rebound. Pabin, one dribble for 3. Good possession, bad possession, what do you think?
So it's just one of those possessions. You want to get a bucket to drop, but you get another possession, or you get another chance at it, you can't really hate it.
Christian taking it down the lane, and he will go and shoot 2 from the line.
So that's a good job. Once again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 100 miles an hour at the rim. You've been doing a good job of drawing contact right there. You see them do just that. And going back to that last possession, you like getting looks like that. You like having the ball move around, and you like getting 2 feet in the paint. However, no possession is necessarily good if you don't get a bucket. However, there's something where you could build on a possession like that. One thing I have liked about the Blazers is their relentless pursuit to get to the basket. They have not settled at all for shots, for ugly shots, contested shots beyond the arc, outside of guys who can make them. You know, obviously Cedric can make those shots, so he's taking those shots. But for the gist of it, everyone's trying to get to the basket, and they're doing a good job of finishing.
So 2 shots up and coming. 42-42 game. And about this time Every broadcast we start talking about Jerry's beard.
Yeah, we'll talk
This is
about
the time.
Silver Bullet, just about how the beard glistens in the heat. You know, you get
And the cream
sweltering.
he uses, and just, he would make this room even hotter.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Not a doubt in my mind. And the best part about it is you get that scent from the beard oil.
Oh.
It's like, you know, you walk into a room, you walk to a coffee shop, you get that
Yeah,
caramel.
the music, like, it's the aroma.
Yeah, you get that.
Yep.
So it's, now all we smell is, you know, socks and feet.
Yeah.
No.
Not the best.
No caramel mocha, nothing.
Yep. 43-42. Huff lost it. Ball's loose on the floor. Victor. Timeout Blazers. 3:06 to go here in the second quarter. A 30-second timeout. 43-42 game. Royals on top by 1. Back here with 3:06 to go in the second quarter. 43-42 the score in the game. Game 1 of the FBA Finals, the number 1 seed, the Central Florida Blazers, versus the number 2 seed, the Lakeland Royals, who will jump out to a 1-0 lead in the best-of-3 series.
These are two of the teams, obviously, like you said, are the better teams.
Natade by himself, flash lightning!
Love that. Quick defense, quick run out. Blazers can't get back. Natade with a nice finish.
Victor on the other side, blocked by Natade down low. Victor, a second chance, tipped away by Smith. Smith alone for a sweet flush.
It's a cold world. Ivan Smith getting a nice finish after a steal.
Jones almost lost it through traffic, flips it up. Victor again fouled.
This has really and truly been a game of runs. We've seen the Royals go on their little run, and then we saw the Blazers go on a spurt of their own. And it looks like the Royals are going to start this or end this quarter with a run of their own. Great job on the defensive end, putting pressure, applying pressure, and then utilizing that. Now, what are you going to do with them?
Victor clanks them both.
Backboard first.
Natade ahead of the pack. Williams. Barnes lines it up and hits. Good for 3.
4 for 5 from beyond the arc. You gotta close out harder to the sharpshooter. That is Cyrus Barnes.
23 points for Cyrus Barnes in the first half so far.
He's cooking.
Inside. Jackson over the defense. Off on that one with 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. Smith full steam ahead and flips it in. They were not ready as he kicked it into turbo boost.
And then he has elite defense on the other end. Ivan Smith letting you know how much this game means to him.
Jones. And it was off the hands of the defense last, so the Blazers do get it back, but that was a little bit of an out-of-control play there.
That was not a good possession by the Blazers. Ivan Smith put incredible pressure on the ball handler and almost forced a turnover.
And they put that one through. Victor now with 18 points of his own.
He would have 30 if he could hit his free throws, but just like Shaq back in the day, he is a force on the block. Not comparing him to Shaq, but you get what I'm saying.
Williams for three. Natade again, his 10-footer. Wow, left that one real short.
That one.
Under 1 minute to play in the first half. Christian right side, Pavin mid-range. That one goes out last. The Royals. .48 seconds left to go in the second quarter. A 52-44 game. Here comes the inbounds to Jackson. He was guarded by Barnes. Jackson pump fakes now, is trying to take it baseline. Good defense there by Barnes. A little bit strong for Victor, but he's able to recover. 4 seconds left on the shot clock, so Z Jones will put it up off the backside of the rim and tipped around. Shot clock resets.
14 ball game. 14 on the shot clock. 14.
I was going to say the shot clock definitely should have reset there.
That would have been the start of the purge.
Yeah.
If that would have went on.
Abraham Lincoln is coming.
Kyrie
Jones
versus
inside, a huge block by Barnes with the right hand, and it's a jump ball.
Wow. Wow. Cyrus Barnes with an emphatic block. He's doing it on both ends of the court. Coach Tiston, obviously, audibly angry. And he has some solid cases and points. He could make a solid presentation that could be heard. Now, he doesn't want to be heard by the refs, you know, and get a T.
Z Jones didn't even try to jump for that ball on the jump ball. 10 seconds left to go. Here's Smith. Last shot of the quarter will be the Royals. Smith just a little bit strong. Pavin, oh, he hits it off the projector at the top. Not where you're trying to aim it, but an 8-point lead for the Lakeland Royals. Going into the half, game 1 of the Central Florida Blazers and the Lakeland Royals in the FBA Finals is still actually happening because we have 0.7 seconds left to go. As, we were about to go on a break there. If we had Jerry, he would have told me to, you know, hold up a sec, Jess.
Slow your roll.
Slow my roll.
That beard.
Our fantastic FBA producer, Jerry Pettit.
The GOAT, if you will.
Yeah, on assignment, but we miss him dearly. The man of every hour.
The myth, the legend. Off doing great things.
Oh, of course. Happy for him as always.
We're just doing what he taught us.
Oh, yeah. Third semester, Share Bear Academy.
Oh, man. One day we'll graduate. I don't want to. I don't want that day to come, actually.
No.
And you got a ladybug on your arm there, bud. That's good luck. We talked about Jer Bear, and he sends us a little gift.
Are you kidding me? Are you sure that's not a tick?
Yo, that's a tick. Don't swing that my way, please.
That's a ladybug.
Yeah, that's a okay. I was about to flick it and scream also. It would have just been static because I would have been.
That's a ladybug.
Would have had the Camaro on 2 wheels.
I like to think it's people. Oh, well, see you later, buddy.
Yeah, it's gone. Just want to see
wow,
what's up.
You know, that's the universe. Universe is telling me something's good's gonna happen, Alvin. Hopefully.
85%.
85% of the time, something good happens.
God loves us. And
I
loves
hope
all
so.
of you listening.
I hope so. 52-44. And we're curious about what's going on here.
Oh, just running down the clock.
So 0.6 seconds on the shot clock. They originally said 0.7 and then technical difficulties made it 0.6.
Now you just got to avoid that top.
Yeah, something going towards the basket, right? Williams might have gotten that one off in time, but like I was saying before that, still an 8-point game. going into the half. Jesse O. Avondale Vea, we'll be back with you in a couple minutes. The second half of Game 1 of the FBA Finals up and coming.
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data and sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@envylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
Parents, are you facing struggles while teaching your kids how to tie their shoes? Do you avoid buying shoes with laces so you don't have to tackle this burden? We have the exact solution for you. TieMates, a how-to-tie-your-shoe kit developed by a pediatric speech therapist. TieMates' unique laces are designed to help teach your child to tie shoes in a fun and easy way. We incorporate common themed pairs on our laces that are recognized by children everywhere. For example, dinosaurs, fossils, rainbows, and unicorns, just to name a few. Your child will not only use the kit to practice tying laces, but they will also have the bonus of transferring them to any pair of sneakers once they have mastered the skill. It helps your child become independent and building confidence while tying their own shoes. So, be done with the frustration of teaching this fine motor skill alone. Our kit comes with everything you need to instill confidence, development, and independence in your child. TieMates is a universal tool that can be used in any language and with any shoe tying method, which makes it perfect for classroom settings or learning at your own pace at home. Pediatric professionals, educators, and everyday parents all recommend TieMates as an excellent learning tool for children who want to learn to tie their shoes. So grab a kit, pick your favorite pair, and become part of the TieMates team today.
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex, the 80s legends.
I want the keto.
I want the double Diablo.
Cheddar bacon.
I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese.
To go!
Here you go, boy. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Mooyah burgers were great. Mooyah burgers rock!
Poly Wealth Management is an innovative provider of wealth management and financial planning services. For over 2 decades, our advisors have been providing clients with sound, professional, and unbiased financial advice, investment management, and wealth planning. Our philosophy has remained unchanged through the years, and that is to make what can be a complex process straightforward and easy to understand. We specialize in the creation and protection of wealth through comprehensive financial, insurance, and retirement planning.
Hey there, sweet thing. I've been waiting for you all day long.
Ooh, dog.
In a world where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox, it's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
We're back here for the second half. Jesse O, Alvin Delvey. Alvin, 52-44, the score in the game. We're switching sides here. Lakeland's going right to left. And Tyler Williams is going to hit the first shot of the second half. It's a 3. So he's now got 7. What are you looking for here in the second half?
Well, I'm looking for more of the same. I'm looking for the Royals to start executing their transition a little bit more. They do a great job. They just haven't had as much opportunities as I'm accustomed to seeing. And then for the Blazers, I'm expecting to see much more of that. CJ getting to the spot, the stars continuing to shine. I'm expecting to see more of Dylan Victor. But really, I just expect the intensity to ratchet up on both sides.
Natade's second chance is good. He missed the first one, but was able to correct himself on the second. 57-46 the score. Royals up by 11 and a foul outside on the floor. First team foul of the second half will go against the Lakeland Royals.
The Royals did a good job of having a couple good possessions, getting a 3 and then getting a 2. Right now, trying to make sure they can keep it 5-0.
Ball tipped around, off the mark. And we're going back the other way. Shot up, just a little bit short for Natade. And it's the Blazers' ball again. Jones tipped around. Victor now. Here's your guy, Alvin. Let's see what he can do. In on Smith Jr. Missed it with the left. Christian, second chance is good.
That was a great move by Christian. Up, get everybody up in the air, and then get a nice, easy bucket on the other side of the rim. That's a phenomenal job. Way to be patient on that possession.
Big block by Victor there. And here goes Jones on the other side. And he'll slow things down. Pabin from the left. It's a long 2. Barnes, who's been hot all game long, got to his spot and sunk the shot. Well, if you're looking for someone to score, look no further. Barnes is 25 already.
It's just too easy for him, and if you don't stop ball early, if you don't pick him up when he crosses that timeline, you are in a heap of trouble. And right now, the Blazers seem to love being in that position. Barnes getting easy buckets.
Christian for 2, lead cut to 9.
Christian, once again, doing a good job on the block, being patient. Right there, actually doing more of a move set and then getting a nice bucket. Tyler Williams with that 3 miss, but he is lethal from beyond the arc. Every time he shoots it, it's a little scary.
Jackson, the floater, swished through the net. Made that look so easy.
Skilled finisher right there.
7-point game. Foul outside.
Right there, that foul he's just doing.
Williams off the front side. And we'll give it up to Smith, who sets his feet just off the mark. Lakeland hunting for some 3s so far early in the second half. And CJ misses that one. Smith around the traffic.
Right there, you just cannot allow him to get that angle. Once he gets his hips near your hips or side by side, whatever terminology you like to use to it, he's going to blow by. He's going to get that bucket right there. The only option is to foul.
Barnes to the left wing. Now the bounce pass down to the left block. Smith Jr., a beautiful spin and finish with the right hand.
That's a great job putting it on the ground. He's very skilled with the basketball in his hand right there, showing just a glimpse of what he has in that bag.
Jackson inside on Barnes, and Hill will try to float it. No, Dylan, no. Back the other way. Barnes puts it in. Good give and go between him and Ivan Smith.
And really, right there, you see the Royals, they got 3 guys running the lane, filling the lanes. You could pass it to whoever you want. And the Blazers, you got guys walking back on defense. That's not going to get the job done, especially when you're down. It's moments like these where a team can break. Money quarters, the third quarter, you got 8 minutes and 7 seconds left in that money quarter. You got to find a way to will yourself to really knock it into within. Oh, Jesse, I couldn't even get a coherent sentence. So much is going on in that
That's
possession.
okay.
But basically, in this situation, you want to put yourself in position. That means hustle plays. That means ball movement. That means taking care of what you can control mentally, being in the moment of every moment. The Blazers right now seemingly having lapses on defense, lapses in their effort, and that's going to do everything for the Royals as they go on a nice little run.
63-52 the score. And Smith Jr. was ready for that one.
Just think about how much points he would have if he was just 50% from the strike.
Yeah.
Just 50.
Yeah. Victor again. Wow.
It's just.
It's a smoke show.
It's a smoke show. We got some smokes in this. Never mind.
Now you can prevent forest fires.
That's a good job right there by just not allowing that simple pass by
Barnes, the finish up. 29 points for Barnes.
Barnes is just incredible right now. He's going to drop another 30 ball.
Had 30 yesterday. I'm guessing he'll have more than that. He'll get to it in the third quarter, though. Williams by himself! The spin cycle finish! How about the emphasis on that one?
Love the reverse by Tyler Williams. He's done a great job of being a facilitator in this game. Love to see him get rewarded with a nice, easy slam. And this is that point
Foul
of the game.
down low, yep.
This is that point in the game for the Blazers. They got to figure it out. You got to find a way to get everybody involved. Everyone needs to touch the basketball on every possession because it's starting to show on the defensive end. Guys aren't getting back. They're not doing what they need to do. They don't feel involved in this game. And that has huge repercussions, especially when you're going against a rim-running team like the Royals.
Jones does not have too many points today. His third point of the ball game.
He does have a pair of ankles, though. Snatched the pair earlier.
Jones off on that one. Down. Pavin for 3. And Williams, a big rebound there. Smith, the Euro step floater. Just off to the right side. And Natade couldn't finish it up. Inside, Huff fouled and banked it in.
He is very, it's not unorthodox. He's whatever he wants.
Smith back the other way, inside. And they give it right back to Barnes, 33.
But look at that, even now, there's 2 guys for the Blazers that didn't even cross half court. And then you got all 5 of the Royals operating in that fast break offense. Hard to win basketball games if your guys aren't getting back on defense.
There's a block by Smith down low. Ahead to Barnes. Barnes inside on Huff. Huff able to tip it back.
And what was the difference there? It was a 1v2. So Blazers actually having the extra man in that situation, and they get the favorable outcome.
Jones fouled and made the shot.
So Jones starting to come alive in the second half when you need him the most. Jones, the role he plays, he's their Jason Williams. He's their flashy guy, but he also controls the pace. He knows how to get guys in their spots and get good looks for the offense. However, he's really not necessarily struggled. He just hasn't had as big of an impact as we're accustomed to seeing. But now in the second half, he's starting to come alive. You're starting to see him get a little more active with the ball and without it.
So Z Jones a little tired. He's going to need a sub soon is what he was saying. Inside, back out. Clark catch and shoot. Got it! Comes in the game, hits a three.
That's a good job by the Royals to find the open man, but for the Blazers, man, if you're going to double, you got to double hard. And once that ball moves out and it rotates out of that double, you have to close out hard. You cannot do anything lackadaisical, which is what they did on that possession. Leads to a wide open three by the Royals, but good job by the Royals nonetheless, knocking it down. Clark getting a nice tray ball.
So Z Jones, some well-earned minutes. Get some rest time. Raheem Edwards is in for him. Mitchell left side. These are Paul Mitchell's first minutes of the game. Smith Jr. way behind the arc. And here's CJ. Back up top, lost the dribble on that one. Smith with the recovery into Barnes, and Barnes flying in and finishing with the left hand. 35 points for Barnes. Other side, Edwards. Foul on the floor.
So it's just too easy on one end, and on that one, questionable contact. Just, because we're in the finals. However, love the European two-step by Edwards. Love how he got downhill at 5'10", 155, willing to bump with a much larger Cyrus Barnes at 6'4", 185.
A 76-59 game. Edwards back in from the line. And if the Blazers could just make their free throws,
they could possibly be up.
.426 to go here in the third quarter.
Empty trip, another empty trip from the stripe. That's not the position you want to be in, especially when you're down in a basketball game.
Smith, one step inside the arc. And the ball's going back the other way. And they reverse the call.
Both coaches in utter disbelief. That's one thing that they've agreed on.
That is one thing they've agreed on. From the outside, Mitchell, just a little strong.
Goodness.
Huff underneath, and Edwards finishing with the left hand.
So Huff has warranted the nickname Mr. Glitch from some of his colleagues from his play style right there, showing off his 4.2 speed seemingly.
Mitchell with a foot on the line. Back the other way, Huff. Just a little bit short. The second chance putback by Christian is on the money.
That's all they needed. They just needed a little spark, and it seems like it's from Huff to get them on the proper path. And right now, they're only down 13 with 3 minutes left in the money quarter.
It's still a lot of time left to play in this game. Clark, no. And a jump ball.
So they have plenty of time. It's just you don't have time to mess around. So as long as you're aggressive and you're stacking good possession on top of each other, there is more than enough time. You have some of this quarter, you have all of the next quarter. However, you can't be out here having those lulls in action. You can't have 2, 3 guys not running back on defense in transition. So if they can clean that stuff up, clean that effort, figure out where their heart's at, as we might get a shot. Nope, we didn't get a shot just yet.
You wanted it. It was coming to you, not to me. I was bailing.
I've been working out a little bit.
Smith Jr. was way off to the left, and Huff the rebound. So this kid is their spark plug right now. He's going full steam ahead. Christian right side, foul on the block.
And Huff is just incredible. What he's done, his effort and his intensity, you can't help but not give some effort and intensity. That's why he's on the court and his impact is being felt.
(76-63) as Hershkovitz will check in for Smith Jr. So they're bringing the big body in to put on Dylan Victor.
Yeah, and that's a good matchup because Smith Jr. Offensively, oh man, he has everything you need.
Yeah.
However, when he's outsized by 3 inches and what is that, 50 pounds, it makes it hard on the defensive side.
3 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Oh.
Smith, and he couldn't make that one. They get it right back. Barnes inside. First miss for Barnes in a while.
They got numbers.
Huff, catch and shoot. Long two, no. Smith to the right side, up with the left hand and flips it in.
Oh man, he has the deepest bag. Smith in and out on the aggressive Huff defensively. Mind you, this is Huff defensively that we're speaking about, and gets exactly what he wants with a finger roll. He has earned those Kyries.
Cedric Jackson from the outside, ball's loose. Barnes recovers, hauls it down the floor. Here's Clark on the inside, missed that one, fighting for a good rebound. Clark again, fouled by Victor.
Man, did he work for that bucket. Great initial block by Victor. I think it was the second swipe that got him.
I got 4. Because them niggas ain't playing D, that's why. I have to sacrifice.
You heard it there live. Just a few issues that are going on with the Blazers defensively, and it really starts at the point of contact. You can't allow him to get all the way to the paint. In that situation, it's just getting back. They had numbers getting back, but that's been the tail of the tape for the Blazers, especially starting around that second quarter. That's when the intensity defensively started to wane, and we've seen that problem persist throughout.
Under 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Pavin from the left side, dribbles in on Barnes that has to find Christian from the outside. Christian into Pavin, still guarded by Barnes. Pavin spinning inside and making the layup from the right block.
That's a great job. He has the size, and right there, Marquez doing a good job of utilizing that 210-pound frame.
From the left wing, here's Smith. He's made a couple so far in this third quarter. Hershkovitz catch and shoot. There's Edwards. Huff, the spark plug for this team. Left that one a little short. And Clark the rebound. Clark down the lane, lost it. CJ recovers. Jackson the other way. Jackson the floater, and Jackson the finish.
So that's a good job by the Blazers turning defense into offense. Now they've got to stack those possessions together.
A 12-point game. Barnes from the outside. He was hitting those early on today. I think that's his second miss of the game. And the ball goes out last off of the Lakeland Royals.
And like you mentioned before, he was sizzling from beyond the arc earlier. Now seemingly having a cold spell, but he could ignite. Really, it just takes him one shot.
39 seconds to go in the third. The floater, good by Cedric Jackson.
Jackson's been doing an incredible job of knocking down those floaters, just doing a good job of probing, finding wherever he wants, and getting that right over the defense.
Jackson with 21 points. And the ball went out last off of the Lakeland Royals again. So 2 back-to-back turnovers on their possessions. So now the Blazers will take over. A 10-second, or excuse me, a shot clock is off, game clock is on 15 now, 79-69, a 10-point differential is what I meant to say between these two teams as the money quarter is winding down. A block from Cyrus Barnes there, and the last shot will now be held by the Lakeland Royals unless they walk from downtown Orlando.
Yeah, downtown's busting on Sundays. Apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Sunday brunch. You ever been to Bahamas Mimosas there?
Oh, man. The honey's out. The sun's out. It's a vibe. I get it. I walk there, too.
Huff with 2 seconds left to go. Gives it back. Pappen got it off in time and drills it. There's some momentum going into the fourth quarter for the Central Florida Blazers team. They only trail by 7. Game 1 of the FBA Finals. More on the way.
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex, the 80s legends.
I want the keto.
I want the double Diablo.
Cheddar bacon.
I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese.
To go!
Here you go, boys. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Mooyah burgers were great. Mooyah burgers rock!
Welcome back here to the fourth quarter. 79-72. 12 more minutes left on the clock, Alvin, here in game 1 of the finals. Game 1. What you like so far?
Oh, I love that last possession, to be completely honest. And I love what Pabon's been able to.
Gio Acevedo, coast to coast. California to Florida. And back to a 9-point lead.
Love that for Gio. He's been so aggressive early on, and to see him be rewarded just shows that all good things come to those who work hard. But while we figure out who has the ball, how fitting is it, Flame Nation, and there's no AC?
That's how I'm feeling inside and outside right now. Maybe it's a good thing that there's no camera on us today.
Oh, yeah, we'd be greasy.
Yeah.
Forehead shining.
Oh, yeah, my forehead is glowing. I don't know how you're still wearing a sports coat.
Oh, man, I feel like because
Zero
if
chance.
I take it off and put it back on, now I got this weird dance I'm doing, and I might leave it. I've been forgetting things. Forgot some
Really?
stuff. Yeah, oh, man, I've been forgetting all kinds of stuff. I just feel like I got to be a minimalist. I'm forced to be a minimalist because I have the attention span of a gerbil, so.
That's fair. That's very fair. Jackson up top to Jones.
Oh, this is a good matchup here.
Jones downtown. Off to the right side. Acevedo inside. Hershkovitz powering his way into the lane. Maybe a little bit too powerful charge.
And he knows it too. Absolutely obliterated the defense on that one.
11:07 to go here in the fourth. (81-72) with 11:07 left to go. You heard Zeke Jones a little bit upset after that call there.
Or lack thereof. I believe he was talking about the shot by Jackson. If I'm not mistaken. But you know we all very well could.
Yeah. Jackson inside. And that was tipped. Last by Lakeland.
And right there, it's a good job. Let me hold that thought and let's see what transpires here.
So the Blazers get a second chance here. Acevedo guarding Z Jones, and a whistle on the floor. Huff, now Jones. Inside, Pavin puts it in. (81-74) the score.
Now you're starting to see the Blazers come alive. Oh, good move.
Inside, Clark missed the first one and threw it 1,000 miles an hour off the backboard on the second one. Laser beamed it. And now the Blazers have a chance. Pavin by himself puts it in for three.
Now, Marcus Pabon has come alive in the second half. He hit that buzzer beater at the end of third, and now he's come alive and hit multiple stuff. He's drew a charge earlier. He's earning his keep here.
4-point game here in the fourth quarter, 81-77.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
Nah.
10:08 to go here in the fourth. Blazers on a little bit of a run, Alvin.
Oh, yeah, and it really just started on the defensive side of the basketball. That was the biggest issue they've had that created this discrepancy in the score. So now when they rectify that, you see them going on a run. You see them start to chug, and you see them start to rattle or get under the skin of the Royals. However, you know the Royals are going to come back with vengeance at some point. So the Blazers are going to have to be able to play that chess match with them.
10 minutes to go here in regulation. One team foul now on the Lakeland Royals, none yet on the Blazers. That one immediately went off the hands of Terrell Christian and out of bounds, so it'll stay here.
That was a good idea by Ivan, trying to squeeze that ball, trying to thread that needle, but a good hand by Christian.
So here comes the inbounds from Smith from the left side of the basket. Up top, here's Clark. One dribble. Foot was on the line, long two.
And that pull-up dribble actually hindered that shot, because if he would have just pulled that from where he caught it from, the defense wouldn't have been able to close out in time.
Pavin! 1-point game.
He has arrived. Marcus Pavin, 6'3", 210, throwing his weight around on the block, and now stretching the floor, knocking down a pair of threes. He is in his Duffy.
Barnes
and applying the pressure.
To the right side, and there's a turnover. Back the other way. CJ cruising down Main Street. First lead since the second quarter for the Central Florida Blazers.
And how about the bench from the Blazers? You had initially in that first half, it was Huff getting the guys going, and now you see Pabon coming and pulling his weight, and CJ, you know what he's gonna do.
Smith getting to his spot in the lead, back to the Royals.
Smith has been oddly quiet. Really, the Royals in general have been oddly quiet. Smith doing a good job getting all the way to his spot and knocking it down.
Z Jones down the lane. Euro steps inside, fouled.
And what I like about the Blazers right now, they've reverted back to what has given them success in that first half, and that's being aggressive. That's getting to the free throw line. Right there, Z Jones doing a good job of just that. Now let's see what he does from the stripe. In close games like this, you just got to go back to all those missed free throws, and you don't want to be on the opposite end of this game knowing that you left upwards of 15 points from the stripe.
Now Jones to the line as the noise in the crowd are going to try to deter him. His first one is good. Seems like the Lakeland Royals travel well. Their fan base travels well here. As loud, if not louder, than the Central Florida Blazers fans.
Oh, I almost thought they were home. Easily doing a good job of rattling the home's crowd as the ball goes right past Z Jones. That just takes me back to watching Space Jam, you know, when they took the powers and the ref throws him the ball and he just doesn't pick it up.
That's got to be on Shaqtin' a Fool. Jones hits both of them. Wow. It's been a minute since we've seen that happen.
Talk about clutch. It's few and far between. This is the best time to do it.
1 point game. Barnes up with the right hand. Left is short. Jackson swatted away by Smith.
And right there, Jackson loves to do that European two-step or that carry over. Smith doing a good job of remembering that and getting his hand right where it needs to be.
Huff, just a little bit strong for Z Jones. And Coach Thornton wanted a backcourt violation there. Pavin, no.
This gym would have erupted.
Smith lost that one off of Kemar Harry at last.
That's a great hand by the Blazers. Now we're in the thick of it now. 1 point game. We got 8:16 left in the fourth quarter. Now every possession matters, every foul matters, everything matters. Everything has boiled into this one moment. Who's going to come out on top?
Christian couldn't bank it in.
Right there, you want to see him penetrate, but then kick it out. The whole defense has got their eyes on you.
And if Ivan Smith is turning the ball over, you're going to have a tough time winning this game. Huff, here comes the spark plug inside. Christian around the traffic, pump fakes, goes up strong, grabs his own rebound, and he's fouled.
And right now, as you can hear Coach Thornton, they're listening to a little bit of Too Short. Blow the whistle. Do.
Are you okay? Are you just muttering noises at this point?
You know that you don't know that song, Blow the Whistle?
Yeah.
Like Too Short? But you got to do the whistle. Like, I don't have a whistle on me.
Do you know how to whistle? I can't whistle.
I used to have a gap, so like I feel like that taught me my ways as youth.
Your teeth look great now.
Oh man, yeah. We after
braces.
A couple of bands later.
That's tough.
We had to dip in the old bank account, old Chase.
You better be taking care of those teeth. That's all I'm saying.
You know it. Every time I bite a chip, I get a little nervous.
Yeah.
That was a real investment.
I still wear my retainers.
Oh, I got permanent ones.
Boom.
No, I am not playing those games at all.
No, absolutely not. Teeth cannot be going back to what they were.
That was a rough time for me.
I bet. Middle school?
No, this was like I was a grown man, early college.
You're kidding.
Oh, I got my scholarship, and I said, yep.
Braces.
Boom. Dropped it.
Yikes.
Oh, man, grown man chewing on my
Clear
cheeks.
lips. Oh, man.
Rough.
Then you get them off. They're all slimy and everything.
Oh, man. I got PTSD. I just want to brush my teeth right now.
Smith Jr. from the right side. Up top. Barnes lets it go. And an air ball. Uncharacteristic of Barnes. Good save by Pavin. Jackson turns on the Jets. And the finish by Christian inside.
Good job by Christian finishing that one.
4 point game. Smith up top. And a head coach warning. Both sides very unhappy.
And it's
warranted.
Sounds like. It's warranted.
Smith banks it in. Drew the foul. He's going to go for a three-point play.
That's tough. That is a tough play right there. The body control to elevate, draw the contact, maneuver the basketball, and then finish on top of that. That's a big-time play by a big-time player, Ivan Smith, out of the University of Montevallo, former Falcon, flying high and getting an and one opportunity.
Another opportunity here.
Oh,
Barnes left his defender in the dust. Williams, the reverse. He wasn't even looking at the basket. That's tough.
Jesse shook him out his shoes and then dropped a dime. The Royals are in their bag. You gotta love it.
Z Jones off the backside of the rim, huffed the rebound. We're still tied up at 87, 6.5 minutes to go. Timeout, Central Florida Blazers. Full timeout, 6.5 to play in regulation. What's gonna happen? We'll find out in just a sec.
Poly Wealth Management is an innovative provider of wealth management and financial planning services. For over 2 decades, our advisors have been providing clients with sound, professional, and unbiased financial advice, investment management, and wealth planning. Our philosophy has remained unchanged through the years, and that is to make what can be a complex process straightforward and easy to understand. We specialize in the creation and protection of wealth through comprehensive financial, insurance, and retirement planning.
Good game.
Back here at 87 apiece. 6.5 minutes left to go in the fourth. Game 1 of the FBA Finals. Jesse O alongside my main man, Mr. Alvin Delvey. We're missing Jerry Pettit today so much.
Missing that beard.
Yeah, missing the silver bullet.
Silver bullet media.
Christian, off balance. His second chance, no.
Jackson has created so much opportunities off that hesitation. But once he collapses the defense, you want to see him kick it back out. That second portion hasn't been part of his plan.
We're back the other way. Pavin catches shoot 3 off the front side of the rim. Barnes running the point to Smith. Now they'll set a down screen for Natade. Pavin steps up on Smith on the right wing. Smith down the lane and putting it through with a foul.
To be completely honest, Jesse, when I saw Pavin on Ivan, I got a little nervous just because Marcus seems like a really good guy, and I didn't want that to happen to him.
Yeah.
That was the nicest thing that could have happened, because if he would have snatched it back, Jesse, what would have happened afterwards wouldn't have been just. So I'm glad that it was just an and one for Ivan. Ankles are intact.
So Marcus Pavin fouls out.
That is a huge loss for the Blazers because of what he's done in the second half. Pavin, he's just been incredible. Knocking, what was that, 4 threes? Did an incredible job of spacing the court, had the intensity as Jackson gets yet again another bucket from about 4 feet.
Jackson with 25, under halfway left to play in the fourth quarter. 1 point lead for the Lakeland Royals. Inside the fadeaway by Natade. Smith Jr. the rebound. Back outside Barnes, who was still looking for a bucket and almost ripped someone's face off. Jones, baseline, back outside. And an offensive foul.
Orange 14, orange 14, offense.
So Z Jones No, and
Coach, I heard you the first time.
90 to 89.
I'm still stuck on what Barnes tried to do to the rim.
Oh, yeah. Not a lot of dunks in this game. Actually, most of the dunks yesterday for the semifinals came from the Winter Park Storm.
Came from the Storm?
Interestingly enough. Braylon Pickens
had
a few good ones. He had a few ones where I think you would have fell out your seat.
Oh, man, I know they put on a performance. We got a great program over there at Winter Park. They just do things the correct way. Barry's a phenomenal coach. He has his wits about him, his IQs. He's an X and O's guy, but also he knows how to relate to the players. Incredible season by the Storm.
The pump fake from the outside and the put down by Natade. He's got 12.
He's played an incredible game, Natade. Starring in his role, bringing intensity, knocking down some jump shots, and right there, getting an easy finish. This is a good matchup here.
92 to 89. Royals still up by 3. CJ off on that one. Victor fouled on the floor.
That possession was won by Smith. Ivan Smith once again taking up the challenge of guarding CJ, locking him down, shifting over to where he keeps the ball in his shooting pocket so he can't get a comfortable shooting motion and get a comfortable release. That is high IQ basketball by Smith. Love seeing those two go head to head.
Three-point game, 4:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the inbounds from the far side. Huff to Jones, running the point up top. Jones blocked by Williams. Jones has that one stolen away by Smith. And a foul on the floor.
What did I tell you about that man, Ivan Smith? I've said that name way too many times on the defensive side, and right there you just see them blitz. Great block by Tyler Williams initially, and then from there, you see the blitz. Ivan Smith gets that steal and aggressive on the defense. Starts by Tyler Williams getting that block, and then you get a nice run out. Great possession by the Royals. But you know, in a situation like this is where you love to see what Tyus Jones is going to do, or not. Z Jones. My mistake. Z Jones, you see what he's going to do on the offensive side. He's taking this personally. He's a ball handler. He's a pro. He knows how to handle the rock. He knows how to get his offense in order. His coach is challenging him right now because of what just happened. So I want to see what he's going to do when he gets that basketball again.
From the left side, a bullet into Williams. Williams, the backdoor cuts, and Tade, who took it baseline, now back to Williams from the outside. Natade, right-handed, good from the block.
Caught him in a horrible position right there. Natade doing a good job of utilizing that mismatch.
Z Jones blocked again. Williams has been all over him. Williams, they give it back to him. Smith! Almost had one. Back the other way.
We are into the thick of it.
Jones into the lane and missed it. Other side, Smith Jr. Into Smith, Williams underneath, Barnes for 2. Timeout, Central Florida Blazers. Cyrus Barnes with 37 points. And now they have a 7-point lead over the Blazers.
Unbelievable.
In a world where one girl goes on endless adventures, gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's Elle's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
Under 3 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Here in game one of the finals of the FBA, 96-89 the score. So the Blazers got to find something here because the Royals are on a run, Alvin.
The Royals are doing everything they want to do. It starts on the defensive end of the basketball, starting with Ivan, and then Tyler Williams doing an incredible 1-2 punch. He's got 2 blocks.
Barnes again on the other side, leaking out.
3 possessions, 3 defensive stops, 3 different rim runs for the Royals. Now they're doing what we're accustomed to seeing them do.
Huff off the backside of the rim. And he's going to take it back, though. Jackson for 3. Just strong. Still a 9-point game. You can't settle for something like that.
Gotta move the basketball.
Late in the game.
Get guys involved, and no one stops the ball.
What? That was the most. The team gave up. The Blazers gave up.
The Blazers. The Blazers don't know what just hit them. I really think that starts from not touching the ball on the offensive end. You got when guys don't touch the basketball, they lose their sense. They lose their way.
Patton misses that one.
Patton.
Bench warning, bench warning.
So the Blazers get a warning.
So Patton's back in, and he's able to attempt the 3.
(100-89). Smith up top. And he's fouled. A minute 30 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
How about that explosion midway through the fourth quarter by the Royals, knowing what time it is, it's winning time.
And Smith Jr. hits cruising altitude.
For the Blazers, you just gotta finish up your quarters a lot stronger. You can't allow these lapses on defense to occur. It's been commonplace.
Williams gets the steal. Williams by himself. And he was close, but Barnes he finish up.
He tried the 360 though, you give him that. You gotta give him that. In-game 360.
Jackson from the outside. Off to the right. Williams ahead of the pack. Natade missed that. Smith, the finish up. Smith with 24 points. Pabin, no.
This game is all but over, Justin.
Oh, this game is so over. It got blown out real quick here. 106-89.
Seemingly in one possession.
Is he going to take a 3?
He should.
He should. And they get it right back. (106-89). The score is 16.9 seconds left to go. So the Central Florida Blazers had a rough go of it here in the latter part of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it was really the same stuff that was hindering them early on in the game. It was just defensive intensity. Being present in the moment, understanding what your responsibilities are on the defensive side of the basketball, not allowing easy buckets by the Royals. And then once that got away from them, it made their offensive struggles more apparent. The lack of ball movement, the lack of discipline in sharing the basketball leads to defensive lapses, and you get a huge run by the Royals.
106-89 the final score. Well, Cyrus Barnes finishes this one with 43 points, 24 for Trey Natade, 24 for Ivan Smith for the winning squad. Tyler Williams finishes with 11. And on the other side, a valiant effort by Cedric Jackson, who finishes up with 25. Marcus Pavin had a great one as well, 16 again for him. He had 18 in their last game, which they won in the semifinals. And Dylan Victor with 18, but he got into some foul trouble late. Alvin, who's your player of the game?
It's pretty easy. It's got to be Cyrus Barnes. You don't drop a 43 ball and not walk away with the player of the game. But it really was hats off to the entire team. Everyone had their moment. You saw Ivan Smith step up big in huge moments. Tyler Williams played phenomenal defensively and did a great job facilitating early on, getting guys involved, getting guys in their spots. So really love the way the Royals were able to come out and execute their plays, their sets on defense. They stayed with it the entirety of the game, and they were able to come away with that victory.
And how about the craftiness of Ivan Smith? They kind of just run the point, drive, dish, finish. He was all over the boards today.
He's electric, and he can play obviously above the rim like we all just got our first dose of, but he's really incredible because he's so skilled. You can ISO him, you can have him, run in a pick and roll, you can have him shoot the three and spot up. He can really do it all. He can score on all three levels, so he's an incredible asset to have. Even though he had 24 points, which obviously is pretty stout. It's just compared to what Cyrus Barnes had with 43, you have to tip your hats off to him. He's a dangerous, dangerous weapon offensively.
Game 2 of the finals will be next weekend at Lakeland, so we'll have to see if Central Florida can steal one from the Royals when we come back next weekend. But for Alvin Delvey and for everyone that makes these FBA broadcasts possible, couldn't do it without you. I'm Jesse O saying good night here from Orlando, Florida. 106-89 the final score in Game 1 of the FBA Finals. The Lakeland Royals are on top 1-0. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.